Today. As Jürgen said, my name is Ryan Mitrovich. I'm the General Manager of the Vinyl Alliance. You may remember my colleague, Thomas Neubauch, who was here on this stage last year and addressed this audience at High End, speaking to the work that we do at the Vinyl Alliance, but also the growing market for vinyl records. Today, I'm excited to share with you some new research that we've done at the Vinyl Alliance that we've conducted and that will shed light on what's driving this growth in the vinyl market. Spoiler alert, it's Gen Z. So why Gen Z? Simply stated, these collectors are the future of the market for both vinyl records and hi-fi equipment. And they're deeply engaged. 3/4 buy records at least monthly, and 80% of vinyl fans own turntables. Now that's going to fly very contradictory to stats that I know have been out there saying, young vinyl fans are only buying to hang on the walls. Our research shows 80% of these vinyl fans buying vinyl do own record players. So they are playing them, they are listening to them. This isn't casual interest. Young vinyl fans are bought in. But the passion they're showing shouldn't be taken for granted. There's tension here between Gen Z's passion and their purchasing power. Over a third of Gen Z vinyl fans are cutting back because of rising prices. And a significant majority do care about sound quality, but they feel locked out of better gear due to cost. Where are these stats coming from? So this data that I've cited, this is the result of extensive research we've recently conducted at the Vinyl Alliance. We took a robust, thorough approach. We conducted a survey that received 2,500 responses, more than 1,100 of which were from Gen Z, particularly 18 to 24-year-old vinyl fans. This was a global gender-balanced sample of vinyl fans, primarily covering the major markets, so North America, UK, Germany, France, Netherlands, but also across the rest of the world. We also ran a focus group. We conducted extensive interviews with academics, industry experts, but also influencers and thought leaders from the Gen Z community. So all of this resulted in the Gen Z report we published earlier this year. Our goal with this was to go beyond merely reporting on the behaviors and attitudes of Gen Z, but deeply examine vinyl within the context of their modern lives. So today I'll briefly highlight how vinyl is helping shape their identities, how it's allowing them to disconnect from online oversaturation, and foster real community and friendships among one another. Our research shows that Gen Z doesn't just buy vinyl to collect, they want to feel something from it. 65% of survey respondents find vinyl appealing for the aesthetic value. So yes, it's something that they might hang on their wall, but it's equally something they want to show off on TikTok, to align themselves with certain genres, their favorite artists, or fans with similar tastes. Gen Z lives much of their lives on online spaces. They're expressing themselves online. And a vinyl collection provides them a real physical anchor to build their identities around. So platforms like TikTok are more than places where aesthetic trends and identities are developing. They're also shaping purchase behavior among Gen Z. We spoke to fans like Brayden, one of our focus group members, and this really drove home how Gen Z has merged something so physical like a vinyl collection with online life. Vinyl collecting has really integrated with their modern digital lifestyles. Speaking of online life, and echoing what Annette said previously, in an era of constant screen time and algorithm-driven content, vinyl offers a slower, more intentional experience. Half of Gen Z respondents say it helps them take a break from digital life, and 60% say they're inclined to replace digital habits like social media with vinyl listening. What we heard over and over again is that it's the ritual, playing the vinyl, flipping the record, sitting down to listen, that creates a deeper connection to music and the rare moment of calm among their hectic, busy, chaotic lives. We spoke to Abigail, who runs the YouTube series Vinyl Mondays. She shared with us why owning her music is so important to her. She mentioned to us how if Spotify shuts down tomorrow, she will still have her vinyl record collection. Now, Spotify shutting down tomorrow, that might sound a little dramatic, but we have to remember that Gen Z is growing up in especially turbulent and fragmented times, and these are the kinds of things that are on their mind. So vinyl is really a grounding force for Gen Z. So if vinyl is an anchor for individual identity, as well as a self-care ritual, it's fitting then that Gen Z music fans are uniting around a shared interest in vinyl and forming communities with vinyl at the center. Record stores are playing a key role in this, not just as places to discover music, browse music, buy records, but also especially as social gathering spaces. This is where Gen Z is going to hang out with each other, to meet one another, to learn about hi-fi equipment. Gen Z is hungry for connection, and vinyl is bringing like-minded fans together. But it's not just record stores. Listening spaces and hi-fi bars are on the rise as well among Gen Z. Now, I mentioned the stat here, 36% express a desire to upgrade their home setup to flag an opportunity. Those young fans who are interested in upgrading that we mentioned before but may lack the resources to buy more expensive equipment, they're going in high numbers to these listening spaces, often where there is very nice premium equipment. So to brands looking to get in front of Gen Z, this is where you should be looking. This is the opportunity. So we should bear in mind, Gen Z is at the beginning of their journey in vinyl, in analog, in hi-fi. If we as an industry want to ensure this is a lifelong pursuit for them, we must seek to understand them and to meet them at eye level. So having said that, that is what we have sought to do with our Gen Z report. I know that I've barely skimmed the surface here, that I only lightly touched on a few of the topics that are focused on in this report. I'd invite all of you to find the report at this QR code or on our website, vinylalliance.org, and engage further. There's a lot more insight, there's a ton more data in this report that goes into more detail on the themes that I've discussed today. So with that, thank you for your attention. Thank you for your interest. Thank you again, Jürgen, for inviting us to be part of high-end Munich. And I wish you all a wonderful, exciting time this week for one last time in Munich. Thank you so much.